question. Are we going? Mm-hmm. Okay. What was the first question?
We need a light on or anything?
The date. Today's date. What's today's
December
date?
26th, December
2020.
Yay! Good job.
Ah,
Okay. And your names, please.
I'm Joan Hotz.
My name's Richard Hotz. I was born June 21st, 1937, in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
She didn't ask for all that.
Date to
Mom,
be debated.
You started out as what? Joan
Joan Hotz.
Zupit.
Oh, Joan Zupit.
Yes. And they used to call you Stupid Zupit.
Stupid Zupit. So I married Hotz. So I'd get rid of Stupid Zupit.
Hottie hots.
Hey, I was Hotsy Totsy the little Nazi.
Show him your shirt. Proves it. That's his proof.
It's a hot thing.
That's his proof.
I was born in 1940.
We were so poor we couldn't afford a mother.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. So now, all right. So who were your parents?
My parents was Joseph and Estelle Zupit.
Mine was Frances and Victor. Her maiden name was Nadolski.
Nadolski. I didn't know.
My mom's maiden name was Leviticus.
And
Really? I
who
thought
are
you
your
were
siblings?
Pardon me?
Your siblings.
They're all dead.
Very nice.
They are not. Hey.
My siblings.
Well then.
Brothers and sisters. Yeah, well,
What's that noise?
Freezer. Ice.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I had an older brother, Raymond, and he was 57 when he passed away. I had a twin brother. He was 56, something like that, when he
53.
passed away.
55, I thought her.
53.
Then we had, Mary Ann was 33 when she passed away. She kind of took her own stuff there. And I don't know if I should put that in there.
Well, too late now. It's already in there. Cut.
Edit.
But, so, and she was only 33. And Sister Rosie was
68.
69, I think.
69.
Something like that. Yeah. And I missed somebody. Oh, Bobby was 67, my brother. Yeah, so, and they're all gone
And
now.
Rose.
I said Rosie's.
Oh, okay.
And did we say who their parents
And you're the youngest? Or the
I was
Where are you in all of
the
them?
first girl. I was the oldest girl.
Oh.
Yeah, so, and actually so everybody's gone, so I'm the only one left here of my siblings.
All by yourself.
I feel so sad sometimes.
Oh,
You have
Jesus.
I feel so sad. I
You
need
should have
cake.
been an actress.
I need strawberry
She
shortcake.
needs tort.
I got some strawberries in there.
Okay, so
And Grandpa.
Who
Do
were
we
your
have tort
parents?
yet?
Did we say who your parents
Yep,
were?
you said
We
the
did.
parents.
Estelle and Joseph Zupit?
Yep.
I miss.
I'm
Yeah.
done being an actor. I want to eat.
I want to eat.
Okay, who are your siblings?
I
this
come
would
from
be
a family of 9, 4 boys and 5 girls. I was the 7th child. I have 5 sisters. The oldest one, Arlene, and then June, Pat, Carol, and Judy. And then it was Victor, my brother Victor, my brother Bob, and myself,
Fran.
and
Fran.
Uncle Fran.
Wow, nice.
Wow, that's a
He
lot.
likes to be called
nice.
Frank. I can't call him that. I've been calling him Fran for all these years.
And now call him Frank would be weird.
Who he'll always
Yep, my mother's name was Francis. My dad's name was Victor. Victor N. My older brother was Victor P. Hotz.
Victor P. What
Yeah,
was
Philip.
it? Oh, Philip.
Victor Philip.
What's your middle name?
He doesn't have
Yeah, we're too poor to have
Neither
Oh,
one of them
goodness.
have middle names.
Really?
Yeah.
No middle.
Yeah.
They fancy.
We should
like
elect
your
two
middle
middle names.
I have a
We
middle
should.
name.
Do
We
you
should
like
give
your
you middle
names?
names.
Yeah, it's fine.
Mine's
I like it.
NMI.
NMI.
No middle initial.
No middle name.
Leanne.
I thought I was the Polish one.
Sarah.
Okay,
what's your middle
so
name?
how did you and Grandpa meet?
Christy.
How did you and Grandpa meet?
In an alley.
We never met.
Alley,
boy.
you never met.
Yeah.
How did you guys meet?
I kind of just introduced for my girlfriend.
Renee.
My girlfriend Renee was going with his friend Jim.
Jim Sands.
And then they came over by our house one time, and I was anyway. They came through the alley, and so then. she
Oh,
came
so
over.
that you did meet in an alley.
Yeah.
He was serious.
What'd you say?
I said he was serious. You did meet in an alley.
Yeah, right. We met in the alley. Yeah,
Nice,
he looked so
fancy.
old to me and growing up. He had to be like 19 already or something.
How many years
18?
apart are you guys?
2.5. I think.
48,
No,
I think.
2.5.
48.
No, 2.5.
You hide it
But he
well.
looks so old
Two
to
and a
me.
half
Already. He looks so
years.
because he looks so tall, and I stood next to him. Whoa, is he tall? He looks oh, he's got like all his black hair on his arms. There's a wow.
Where was your guys' first date?
Probably
Out
went
to
to
eat
the
somewhere.
drive-in.
The
Because he
drive-in.
wanted,
With-
did he
and we
behave in the
had a-
drive-in?
We
Well, yeah, I
had to
wouldn't
go.
go with anybody. I would never go alone.
She had to go with Jim Sands, and they were. Are you ready for this, camera? They
Uh-oh.
were having sex in the back seat, and I just met her. So
What an
talk
introduction.
Talk about being
Oh,
uncomfortable.
when I noticed it, when I said, we're sitting like this.
Oh my god.
I'm kidding you. Now you got me saying stupid. Our sense of humor is.
Okay, so now
she
you guys
was a-
met.
I thought she was really a winner because every time I gave her money, she
Yeah.
wouldn't spend it.
I
She
gave
told
it to
me
my
that.
girlfriend.
She until we got married, of course.
So then, how did
And
you
it began.
propose to Grandma? To
I
Mom?
asked her to marry me a couple times, and she kept saying no, no. So I said, I'm going to break up with you. I want to get married and have a family. And so
Yeah.
she said, well, all right.
You kind of wrote it in a letter, I think. You asked me in a letter.
Okay,
He
she-
asked you in a
She-
letter? That's how he proposed?
Yeah, well, then he said in,
She-
yeah, he
no.
wrote me a letter. And,
she
I mean,
don't know.
he was in the service. And he had to go for 6
Oh.
months. And, yeah. He's also asking me to marry
How
him.
long were you in the service?
6 months active and 6 years inactive, they called it.
Really?
Go to meetings once a week.
From what ages? From years?
From 1960 to 66. Figure it out. I was born,
Figure it out.
born in 1937. Do the math.
Yeah, you were what, 20-something?
23 when I went in.
23. Was that your first
23,
job? What was your first job?
My first job, well, I used to set pins when I was younger for all my school clothes. Worked
Really?
at fair during
You know what
fair
set
week.
pins mean?
No. What?
Yeah, that's when
Bowling
you go
alley.
bowling.
Oh, okay,
You
right,
throw
right.
your ball down and
And they
you
pick
ball
'em up.
down and all the pins fall over. They never had machines to pick them up. The guy, he had to sit behind
Go in
him
and put
and
'em
then
in
jump
Oh
up
my
on a ledge
God.
like
and pull the
when they
machine
threw the
out.
ball. I've gone there. Joey used to do that, my brother. And I went back there already and I thought, whoa, this is loud, noisy in here.
Hard
Pins
work.
go flying. I thought,
Could
jeez,
you imagine
How
growing
much
back
did
there?
you make an hour?
quarter.
Probably $3 for the whole night. You know.
Yeah.
It was
You
hard
didn't
work.
make much
but-
money.
Oh, heck yeah.
And that's something to think about, how much money you made.
But you know, I could go to the show for a quarter.
See, that puts it into perspective,
And
though. You
get
know what I
that.
mean?
and
How much
get
was a
bag
loaf of bread?
popcorn.
How much was a loaf
Yeah.
of bread and milk? You know, that's
Oh, wow.
Probably a nickel.
yeah. See,
Yeah,
That's
it's
crazy.
bread was,
George
yeah.
Webb's, when they first opened up, it was a nickel for a cup of coffee. You know.
a nickel.
But
Yeah,
I
I
never
remember.
went anywhere with my parents out to eat.
No.
No, Uncle John said to me once, remember when you went to the show with your mom and dad? No, never.
What's
Never
one of
happened.
your What's one of your greatest memories growing up, though?
Family-wise, you're
Yeah.
talking about? Well, it was usually, we had a house when I first moved on 31st Street. It had a little winding stairway. And there was a store in the area that
A what?
sold, a store that sold appliances.
Oh.
We'd go get the big cardboard boxes and slide down the stairs on these boxes.
Your own
And
little
that's what you
sled.
did, yeah. Listen to the radio a lot. Because you didn't have TV when I was a
Yeah, you
kid.
didn't have TV.
Oh.
So you,
My
and you sat on the floor next to the radio. My dad would listen to detective movies.
Yeah.
Like they call Inner Sanctum.
On the radio.
On the radio, yeah.
The
One would be
North
Inner
Sanctum.
Sanctum, and you'd hear a
The
door
squeaking
opening,
door
squeaking
open.
opening, and slam
Sound
shut.
effects.
It was just real spooky.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was good though. We really liked it.
Okay, so then,
Yeah.
now you met each other. He asked you to marry. When did you get married?
How long did we get married? 3 years? We went together around 3 years. And
April 29th,
oh, April 20th,
1961.
right day
by-
after Sarah's birthday.
right after Sarah's birthday.
Well, I went with her
Yeah.
for 3 years. So I met her in 58. She keeps saying 50, 57.
I kept saying
But we
57.
went together 3 years before we got married.
So is it 57 or 58?
Must have been 58, because I was 21 when I got married.
Okay.
That
21
makes
and he was
sense.
23, 2 years. But it's 2
So
years
you got
difference.
married.
I was just
in
gonna be 24 in June. We got married in
April.
April.
They got married, and Auntie Chris was their first 11 months later.
Yep.
Yeah, that went fast, eh?
Oh, we didn't mess around.
Oh, we were waiting.
We took
Yeah.
this serious.
He said he's ready.
Yeah, wow, that's
How did you guys get married?
Oh, church. We had a big
Okay.
church wedding.
Catholic Church.
Yeah,
yeah.
Catholic Church, St. Rose.
St.
Who
Rose.
was there for the
Arkansas.
wedding?
I went to St. Rose School for 10 years.
People.
2 years in first grade. And
She went to first grade twice. She did.
Hey, I went
Yeah, I
to
did
fourth
this-
grade twice.
Yeah,
Well,
but
Joey
Joey.
failed. I would have passed on, but Joey failed, and I didn't want to be without him. My
Aw.
twin brother.
So so her mother let her do first grade again, so they could stay
Yeah,
together.
so we could stay together. So I did. Oh, I know a lot about first grade.
So I could teach it.
Oh, yeah. What did you
In
ask me?
10th grade, I flunked all my main subjects on my first report card, and nobody at home cared one way or another, but the principal called me in his office and gave me 39th hours. Then I had to walk home 3 miles after school.
Oh goodness.
So I
You walked
vowed, I
home 3
vowed
miles?
never to do that again. Never brought homework home. Had about an 85 grade average, somewhere in that area.
That'll teach her, right?
Never took
time.
books home for any of my exams or nothing. Passed them all.
Oh, wow.
Well,
Did you guys have good grades in school?
Good grades?
For the most part.
At what school? Grandma went to what grade?
So I finished sophomore year, and I got into the junior year, and I quit after that.
But then
I thought-
when you were 40, did you go back to
Yeah,
Milwaukee
then
High
I-
School?
Yeah, then I went back to Pewaukee High School.
Did
and
you
I
really?
wanted to- yeah, I want to get a diploma. I thought I wanted to get a diploma from school.
So
So
she
about
did.
Capagano went on to think of where it
remember
was to
that.
give me my
Oh,
diploma.
cool.
Milwaukee High School.
And Sandy wrote, congratulations on the graduation. She crossed out 18 and wrote down 40. It did look dumb. Oh, geez.
I remember that. She went back and graduated.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was the principle of the thing.
She said, I'm going to graduate. She did.
And Grandpa?
Yeah.
I went to
graduated.
South Division. I graduated.
You went to South
No
Division? I
problem.
didn't know that.
Yep, I went
I
to
don't know the stuff you
Walker.
guys have learned.
I didn't know that.
I went to Durfler grade school, then I went to Walker Junior High, and then South Division.
Well, I didn't even know you went to Walker. I went to Walker.
Yeah.
Look at all the stuff you're learning.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Did they used to hang pictures up in the school around on the walls or something of the kids at different grades? Maybe he was in a picture and you never even thought to look.
So then you got married. You had 3 kids. No, you had 4 kids because then came along some boy. Who was the boy?
Johnny.
Johnny. I've always wanted 4 all sisters, but then Johnny came along.
Then a boy.
And the girls were driving me nuts.
Grandpa was finally in his heaven.
Finally
Finally.
got
A boy.
That's enough. 4 kids now. we
But I
finally
was
got a
ready
boy.
to quit at 2. She had the idea to fill all the chairs around the kitchen.
That's a lot.
Serious. There's
Stop.
6 chairs.
Isn't that a goofy
So
thing to
that
think?
was her.
I thought when we eat a
Fill in
meal, it's
ch-
going to be everybody sitting at the 6 people.
Uh-huh.
sitting
She
at
wanted a
wants a
full
table.
table.
So you didn't want any more than 4. 4 was good.
No, I just
I
said
wanted
to fill the
2.
table.
He said I was good with 2. Should have got a smaller table.
Well, 2 girls. Yeah. It would have been
That's
easier
your fault.
to throw away 2 of the chairs.
Right?
You didn't get a bigger table.
Yeah.
No. There
I'm
was
thinking, eh?
when I was growing up, there was a family next door that had 13 kids
yeah.
downstairs. They rented the upstairs to a family of 8.
Oh my God.
In one house, 21 kids.
And how many bathrooms?
So I don't probably
One on each floor. That's all you
Wow.
had.
One.
Yeah,
We had
never
9. We only had one little, half the size of that.
Isn't that
That's
crazy?
crazy.
We had 6 in the house. We
'Cause
had
it-
one
But you
small
don't know
bathroom.
any different
We
at
knew
that
no
time.
different.
No.
Yeah.
Well, and
No,
we had a
you think
water
about it.
heater. You had to go down and light
Light
the
it
hot water
manually.
heater when you wanted to get warm water. And you only did that for a bath. You never,
Oh, to do
Lit it in the
dishes.
Well,
or-
dish, you had to heat your water on the stove for dishes.
yeah.
So, heat a bucket of hot water.
Okay.
And then, I don't know if you rinse them in warm water or
Well,
not.
even when we took a bath, because you would take them in groups,
In
two
that
at a
dirty
time.
water.
So what they would do is heat water on the stove because the last people getting in were going to be in cold water.
Oh,
Yeah.
and you had to
So
share
they
the
dump
water.
that. They tell you move back, and you dump the hot water in the tub.
Yeah, I remember somebody dumping water in the tub.
Yeah. And were strange days. I can remember us having corn on the cob, period, for supper.
Yeah.
That was our supper.
See, we
Soup,
thought it was a
a lot
treat,
of
corn
soup.
on the cob and fresh tomatoes. We loved it.
That's what I mean. Never thought
loved
a
it.
thing of it. You know, we had very little meat. There's a lot of soups. She could go to the store and get the butcher would give her soup bones, give us soup bones, and she'd make soup.
You just give them to her?
Yeah.
They didn't sell them back then?
No.
Now they sell them.
we
You
give them
get,
to
you
her.
know.
They knew there were 9 in the family. You know, our house caught fire. I don't know how old I was at the time.
10.
Maybe 6 or 8, I'm not even sure. And when it caught fire, they spread us out all amongst, my mother had 7, there were 7 girls in her family. We couldn't go by my dad's side, my mother wouldn't allow that. So that we were spread out amongst there. And I don't know how long it lasted, 3 or 4 months, came back home. And our doorbell would ring at night. You open the door, be a basket of food or clothes.
Oh, you never told me that
Oh,
even.
yeah, nobody'd be there. They'd just put it on the
Wow.
door and they'd go.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that was
That's
the
sweet.
thing. So
Wow.
And you
the
grew up,
neighbors were really, really nice at that time.
and it was all like in the city of Milwaukee. And,
Yeah, 31st and Scott Street. We lived.
Oh wow.
Kitty corner from the street.
Durfler.
Scott's between Greenfield and National
National,
Avenue. in
yeah.
Milwaukee.
Oh, kitty corner from Durfler School.
Where did you grow up, Mom?
I never did yet.
Ah.
Reform school, I think.
Yeah,
Where'd you
reform
grow up?
school.
What street?
Where was I?
No.
Stevenson Street in
Where's-
Milwaukee. And they, now they did away with it, I guess, when the freeway came in. So then they bought the house and built the freeway right there. So that was kind of interesting.
Where about?
35th what is 35th and what?
Probably 35th Street.
35th Street Viaduct.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there.
So by
Or was it
National and
27th
that?
Street.
No,
They'll be 35th.
I think
So you guys grew up real close to each other.
Yeah, we were
across the big
Yeah, it's-
bridge.
Just across
Yeah.
it. Yeah, we used to go to the Grace all the time. The Grace was a show
Yeah, we both did on Sundays. Was a big
on
deal.
Sundays.
But you didn't know each other at that
No.
time.
No, we didn't
Just-
know. We were only
We
kids.
both
Yeah.
went to-
Yeah, so yeah, that
It's crazy.
Isn't that weird?
You guys could have crossed paths and you would never even know.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, we just
We probably did. She was the one always coming taking my popcorn.
I'd be the one crawling on the floor.
I got
I'd crawl on the floor looking for stuff.
You would?
Here, I get a story.
I don't know what.
Yeah, I got a good grandma story. She,
Wait, I want to
she
find-
would go take soda bottles that were in the garbage with little,
Oh,
Not the garbage.
and pour them all into one
They were
and
in
drink 'em.
gasoline station, in the gas stations. And
And why
they
did you
would
stop
all the
doing
They
that?
drink the soda and put it in the, yeah, when I was a kid, I
They
just put
had
it
all the
and I said,
empty
oh, I was
bottles.
so happy I had a whole bottle of soda now.
Aww.
my
Can you believe that?
And once at the zoo, I took popcorn out of the trash.
Those are pre-COVID
Then I got
times.
sick. I never did that again because I was throwing up, I think. My mom said, you probably got food poisoning doing that. I said,
You know how many diseases you probably fought off and didn't even know? How many infections?
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't crawl around looking for food anymore. I found $13 in the show crawling around.
$13?
That was a
That's
lot of
significant.
money.
Here's
Yeah.
a little known fact. When my mother had a major stroke, they were divorced at the time. The older family moved out with my mother and my younger sister, Judy, and my brother, Fran, and myself lived with my dad. He worked 2 jobs. We had a county housekeeper that came in regularly, and I believe it was every day of the week,
Really?
and would get us all off to school and make us something to eat. I don't know if she was there at lunchtime. I have no idea how long a period this was. If it was a year, 2 years, 5 years.
Yeah.
I don't know. But it was a county housekeeper.
That's weird.
Mrs. Crystal.
Still remember?
I remember
Wow.
that name,
Yeah.
yeah. Her and her husband were beekeepers, and she got stung like 100 times, and
Oh, wow.
then she never came back, so I never knew what happened to her.
She probably died.
Yeah. Well,
Could be.
100 times?
That's a lot.
Yeah,
She
you
never
would
came
be.
back after that.
but she was.
Wonder why.
She seemed like such a nice person.
Wow.
What was I going to say before now? You cut me off.
Some 35 cents or something.
Oh.
That you were crawling around on the floor, you found
Yeah.
$13.
Oh, that was, I know, my mom and dad, they made me give it back. It turned out to be belonged to a paper boy. Something, somebody lost their money for, they turned in their money and here he lost it. So they're very happy, to get his money back. And then I found one walking, looking in the gutters as I go along the street. You know, I found $25 once in an envelope. That's a lot of money.
Wow.
And my parents made me give it back. Says,
Why do you
"Nobody
keep telling your parents?
I know.
Stop telling them.
didn't
They
know
said
them.
give it back. They probably kept it.
Yeah, I don't know, you know. Said some older couple, yeah, because I never saw anybody come for it. And they said, don't belong to an older couple. A man was working and he dropped it when he was getting on the bus. So they said, you know, now that you said it, I never gave it a thought before. Maybe they did keep it. What the heck? Son of a gun.
She said I never gave it a thought before.
Yeah, I never thought about that. Because, you know, my dad liked beer. So they probably bought a couple cases of beer with it.
So, Grandma, what's your favorite childhood
When I see
memory?
them.
Yeah, what's your favorite childhood memory? What's something that sticks out?
I don't know. There's a lot of good times. Oh, one nice thing that I liked is my grandmother. She used to buy like day old bakery or something.
Food.
So she bought a bag of
Food.
yeah, a big bag of Long Johns, about this big around. The bag was it's about so high, loaded with sweet rolls. I thought, oh my gosh, you know.
Should load it with sweet rolls.
Some were real good, and you know I don't remember eating too much. So,
I remember the first time her mother invited me over for meatloaf.
yeah.
She knew I would. And the platter of meatloaf had to be maybe 5 to 7 pounds. I've never seen that much meat.
5 to 7
I
pounds.
mean, in my
Yeah,
family,
meatloaf.
For
we would,
just two?
well, and her family. But the
Oh my
point is, because I was coming over, she made all this mustard. Thought I was
Yeah,
going to eat all
yeah.
that. I don't know. And
You
my
know,
family, for 9, my mother would make our meatloaf in a bread pan.
Wow.
For 9 of us.
Yeah.
And she had this big platter of
You were in
holy
heaven.
cow. I never seen that much meat in one place. In a butcher shop. You know, so her family grew up so much different than mine.
My grandmother
Sure.
used to buy all the meat for my dad.
Wow.
You know, well for the family it was so, but yeah, she buys the whole stack of steaks, round steaks, just you know, about so you know, all,
But
just-
she was very wealthy.
well, she was wealthy. Yeah.
She
You know,
was.
she'd buy all those steaks and she'd buy pork chops and chopped meat and
So you guys
Oh.
ate good ever since you were
Where did
little.
her money come from? Where did her wealth come from?
Her,
though?
her mother gave her $25,000,
that
and
was
she bought.
way back.
She had what was it,
She owned
10 or 15?
She owned, I think it was 18 homes at one time.
Wow.
Big
Yeah,
big
she
houses
ran
she bought,
rooming houses.
and 5 taverns, 3 taverns, and
taverns
2
she had?
hotels. She owned the
Goodness.
Milwaukee
she told you
and
that?
hotels. Your mother told me that.
Oh, I don't remember that.
You
And
know,
then
her
Milwaukee,
mother
right?
used to sit in the bathtub, she said, and take the bottles of booze and dump them in 2 different bottles, half and half, and then fill them up, the rest with water. And that's what they served in the tavern.
Ah,
That's what
Smart.
her grandma was
That's what
like.
she used to do.
So your grandma, is your grandma the one who, no,
She's
who
my dad's
owned
mother.
the Octagon House?
Yeah, her
Yeah, that's
grandma.
was my grandma.
That grandma that lived on 27th Street?
Yep. Yeah, I don't know how long she owned it, you know, till she made money on it. She bought it and she had a real nice house in Milwaukee on 32nd
Highland.
and Highland Boulevard. I love that house. It's
It
real
became a
big.
nursing home.
Yeah, no, they
So,
tore,
yeah,
no,
big-
they tore it
Oh,
down.
did they? Oh,
They tore that beautiful house down with red brick,
Yeah.
everything, and then they built a nursing home there. I thought, oh, and when she's, you know, when I heard she sold, I thought, oh, I felt so sad. I said, yeah, such a beautiful house. But they had like a library in there, and you know,
pool hall
yeah.
upstairs.
Yeah, 3rd floor. Back then in those big houses, they had a big pool table and a big piano she had in there too.
Each floor was like 2,000 square feet.
oh, wow.
Wow, it was a big house. Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
had met somebody and told her what his house looked like, and exactly what she described was exactly what this
Yeah,
person
that's how they
had.
make
She said
they
the
in
rooms,
that
everything.
time. Yeah, and in that area,
Parlors
that's
and bakeries and
The guy that owned it was a German carpenter, and during the war, they said he had to take people in, roomers,
Yeah.
and he didn't want to do that, so he sold it to her grandma for like $8,000.
What?
oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
and how
she's-
many bathrooms were in it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
6,
every
7?
floor. Every floor had a bathroom.
There were a couple, like 6.
Yeah,
How many
every floor had-
staircases?
She had like a 5-car
Yeah, a couple
garage for the
staircases.
help.
A real nice big, real
For
big
the help?
staircase.
Just
Well,
for the
yeah.
And
help?
then a smaller
The
one.
guy
just to
that
go
built
up.
it had
spiral.
served.
Yeah, spiral staircase.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
So he had living quarters
It
above
was
the
an
garage
interesting
for the
house.
For the
servants
servants.
I love that house. That was really nice.
or something.
That is crazy.
on and off.
Incoming.
Oh, okay.
Incoming. So what was your guys' first car? What did you first drive?
I had 8 different
He
cars
had
through
different
high school.
cars.
8?
8 different cars.
Him poor.
My dad never knew
Or,
that.
or he blew them up.
No, we did. We junked them all. We drive them in the ground, junk them, get another one.
Yes,
We didn't pay a lot for them.
Yeah.
And it was always this Don Header and myself would buy these cars. We had a Model T, we had a 31 Cadillac with the side mount tires like the gangsters had.
A 31
We had a
Cadillac.
40 Ford that beat every car in high school. That thing was fast.
You remember we had a lot of fun in high school.
Ah,
We did.
Yeah.
We did
Grandpa
have
taught me
a
how
lot
to
of
drive
fun.
stick shift.
Oh God.
I don't even know how to drive. Can you teach me stick?
Well, yeah, if we get a stick shift somewhere, sure.
He's got stand anymore.
Yeah.
She ever
I-
tell you one of our driving memories, driving home? I was tired, I worked third shift, so I said, drive home, I'm gonna take a nap, I gotta go right to work when I drop you off. And all of a sudden she goes, get up, wake up. I go, what? She says, something's under the car. She went right over one of those things in the
Blinking.
street with the blinking light.
Let's go.
I look underneath, it's going bing, bing.
He got
Now
so
it's
mad, he
metal.
said, you
I
get
don't-
that out of there.
How
You
the
get
hell
it.
you
I'm
get-
not crawling under there. You get them.
So I said, all I can do is, it's the way it was sitting, back up till it comes out. I
wouldn't
didn't know how to
know
get it
that.
out.
Back up till
It
it
was
comes
a
out.
steel
I
frame.
can't go run over that. And that's silly.
He used to love that when you would call him, and then we were at like Brookfield Square across the street at McDonald's, and she locked the keys in the car, and you'd have to come from North Prairie.
One of my,
Cussing away.
that's one of my stories. Her and her mother went to Summerfest, I believe, down by the lake. I get a call, and
One
it's
in the
like
morning it was.
it's like 12 o'clock at night.
12 o'clock
She
at night,
calls
that was
me
one.
up and says, "We can't find the car." So I get in the car, drive down, and driving around. I said, "Have you got any idea about?" She says, "Yeah, I parked it right over by that post, but I drive over by the post, and there it is."
Oh my! Did you guys just not look for
'Cause I
the
mean,
car?
that's- You know how far you can park, miles or whatever, yeah. She said, "No, we parked way over by that post." And I drove there and it's sitting right there.
I think she just wanted to ride to the
I don't
car.
know. Yeah, I ride to the car, yeah.
They were sitting up on Wisconsin Avenue on the steps of the post office when I drove it and had to pick them up.
Gosh.
And
How the hell we had to, yeah, from there and then walk over to the post office?
And I can picture her just cracking up laughing.
yeah,
I
I
think
thought
we-
that
we
was
were-
real
we
funny.
were-
That's why we'd get mad because we'd always laugh.
Oh, we had a
Grandma
few
and I
beers
would
and
crack up
we'd drink
laughing
a
all
beer
the
and then
time.
we forgot where we put the car.
As soon as he yelled at us, if Bob and I were doing something, we would just start cracking up, and that would make him even more mad.
That's how you still
I
are.
know, eh? It gets so bad.
We couldn't help it.
You know, here's another kind of neat story. I worked on 138th in Silver Spring, and she would drop me off. I only had one car. She would drop me off, and I'd get somebody to drive me home or
And you
whatever.
and Chris
Or
in the
she'd
back
pick
seat.
me up at night because
Sleeping
she
and-
just wanted to get out. Anyway, I called her up. I said, "Don't bother coming out. The guy will drop me off." She said, "No, I want to get out. I'll come and get you." I said, "It's really foggy. I'll be fine." So I'm at work, get done at 10. Everybody leaves. I'm waiting.
Oh no!
Finally, the phone rings, and she calls, and I pick it up. She says, she's crying. I said, "What's the matter?" She says, "I'm lost." I said, did you come up Silver Spring?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, did you see any of the street signs?" "No." I said, "We got to have some idea where you are." She says, "I'm in a Clark station." She says, "Do you know where the Clark station is?" "I don't know where you are. How far did you drive?" "I don't know." I said, "Well, close the windows, go to sleep. I'm asleep here. You can't leave me here. I don't know where you are. What am I supposed to do?" She says, "Well, come. How can I get you? You don't even know where you are." So all of a sudden she goes, "Wait a minute." And I hear the phone hit, and she dropped the phone, and some guy pulled in her, and then he brought her. He said, "Just follow me," and he brought
Follow
her.
his lights in the car.
I mean, I don't know what I would have done. She knew where she
Brought me
was.
over to
Oh,
where he
crazy.
was.
I
You
suppose
only
I
had
could
one
have called
car.
the police. They might have found her. but-
Yeah.
They might have found
And I
her.
told her, I said, "Didn't you watch the street signs? Why wouldn't you get out?" She said, "Well, you couldn't see them. You stop. Get out and you look at the sign. Why would you just keep driving?" She was like on 176 or something, you know.
Way
That's like when we went
past.
shopping sometime when we first moved out in this
That was
neighborhood.
terrible.
Yeah, we went so far out of our way. We're talking so much.
She went the opposite direction, and she asked
We're going to
somebody,
Southridge.
we're
Yeah.
on like a lake country area, and she
Well, when
asked,
we lived
"Where's
in North Prairie?
Southridge?"
Yeah.
When we
Yeah,
lived
she
in
ended up
Prairie.
in Waterford.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the guy goes, "Southridge?" He goes, "You are so far from Southridge. We weren't even close."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Waterford.
But we're having a good
She-
conversation,
yeah.
so just driving, we're
Yeah.
talking.
But no rhyme or reason where you turned to get us way out there.
No rhyme or reason,
And the
just
dumb
turn it.
part is she
Yeah.
just kept going.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
So
was
she
just
must
such a
have
nice
went
drive.
25, 30 miles out of the way.
Oh.
And then had to go all the way
Yeah.
back.
That's like a time when we run out of gas on the freeway. Go along us and I run out of gas. You know, just like, oh no, now what am I going to do? Just like that, a car pulled up right behind me. Right behind. Then he got out and he says, "Lady, you're not going to believe this. I just ran out of gas."
Right at the
So,
same
spot.
spot.
Ran out of gas too. So he said, "But I know something right over the hill here. So you stay here and watch the cars, and I'll go over and get him to
Oh,
take the gas station or
funny.
something. And so we'll get some gas in the car so you can get over to the gas station." So
Or how did that work when
so nice.
you used to get out of work at Wholesome and you would tell Dad to get dropped off at Pick and Save?
Oh, no. Yeah, she worked at Olson. And so after work, on a Friday, I think it was, I'd meet her over at Cole's food store in Waukesha. His friend Tom, I road worked, lived in North Prairie, so he dropped me off there.
He didn't have a car.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, I can't remember how that story
I
went.
think it was Century and Pick and Save. So you're waiting at
Yeah.
like Pick and Save or Century.
No, I was at Cole's and she was at Pick and Save over on Sunset.
She didn't pay attention. So here he is at a store waiting for her.
Oh,
She's
yeah,
a
man.
completely different store.
He
You
really
didn't have
gets
cell
mad when I do
phones
that.
then. How'd you get home?
Well, I called home. I called home, and I don't know who answered. And I said, "Your mom left me here, so I'll have to work my way home somehow." And I don't know who I talked to, said, "Well, Mom called here. She's over at Pick and Save over on Sunset."
Yeah.
So I don't know if I got one of you kids to call her and get her and tell her where, and she came and got me.
So
Well,
if
I
they
was
weren't
there
cell phones, would you
about
call the
2
store
hours.
You'd go to the store and ask them to use their phone in the store.
to page?
No, to
They-
use the phone to
Yeah,
make
pay
a call.
phones. They had pay
Oh,
phones.
But you
Yeah,
can
pay
call.
phones
You
or
can
pay
call
phones.
the store and they'd page her, and then she
Yeah.
yeah.
You never saw a pay
But
phone
she
in the
just-
store?
A payphone, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I said, whatever
Yeah.
made you decide to go to Pick and Save? I don't know. We always went to
I probably
Cole's
went to
food
one
store.
store, but I told you the
And all
wrong
of a
store.
sudden,
But today I'm
she
going to
just
Pick and
changed her
Wasn't
mind.
thinking.
Okay,
Hey,
so
one
now
thing I was going to tell about with the horse when they came for, they used to collect rags. I don't know if we told you that
Oh, yeah.
when we were little.
No.
And
It was
so
called the
rags-
Ragman. would
He
come
was called the
out.
Ragman. He also out there saying eggs.
I
You know,
thought
did
they were
say
saying he would
rags?
say hot eggs. I
Hot
thought he
eggs?
was saying hot eggs.
Hot
He had
eggs.
a real
Hot
hard
eggs, hot eggs.
rags?
So-
Why was he getting
Rags.
rags?
Just old clothes and that, because then they
Hot eggs.
they'd weigh them with a scale, and then they'd give you money for them.
You never heard of
but
that, did
didn't
you?
he? Wasn't that the one that had a donkey pulling the cart? His cart or something?
Yeah, it was a donkey or a horse.
Oh, a
Yeah.
donkey or
There
horse
were
pulling the cart.
horses were
And
pulling the garbage wagons.
the garbage wagon. They had two. There was two horses. Wasn't
What
there
year
two
were you
horses?
born?
1940 in 1940s and early 40s. They had horses pulling these garbage wagons. So yeah, that was interesting with that. Oh, and then the ice. They had ice boxes instead of refrigerators. You had to put a big block of ice in it. You know, so then the Iceman would come, and that was nice because kids would say, "Oh, can I have a piece of ice in the summer?" You know, so you chump off a little piece, give you a piece of ice. You
And
know,
you
No
put
way.
a sign in your window and it had 50 or 100 or whatever, different numbers, and whatever number you had up, it had like 25, 50, 70.
they bring in
Whatever
the ice
number
into
you
the
had
house.
up is the block of ice
Yeah.
you bring in.
I never thought that we lived through, because I heard my mom say stuff that when she was growing up. And I think, gee, we never lived through any of that stuff. But they did, the rag man, the garbage man,
We used to put
Light
The
the
bricks,
milkman.
we
the
would put bricks in
milkman.
there.
My dad didn't, he didn't like the milkman. My sister Marianne, she has to order everything, cream and butter and stuff. And we never bought that stuff, you know. We just bought just milk, you know. I said, but yeah, so he got mad at that. He was awesome, man. But that is something to think about. A milkman bringing your milk. But you can get milk and butter and eggs.
There
So
a-
was there not a grocery store then?
Sure, but it was all corner grocery stores,
Oh.
no big grocery stores.
So, Mom,
Every
what
little
did,
corner, every 6-8 blocks,
Right.
would be another little.
what did your
corner store.
dad do for a living?
I did, as far as I know, only thing he ever did that I know of, he worked at Slits Brewing Company.
He drove a dump
Oh, well,
truck.
yeah, he did work at Slits Brewing
A
Company.
drinking problem.
And then he, Slits. And then, and then drove a dump truck, with sand and gravel. Then you go down and go up, and, the thing will go down. And I went to work with him one time. And then he asked me if I want to go to work. I said, okay. You can have lunch together. I said, okay. Because that sounded good.
Food, lunch.
Yeah, lunch and I get cherry pie.
Shopping with her mother.
And cherry
Lunch.
pie.
Yeah, but when a truck goes, the back end comes up, when first that gets filled up, you're sitting in there and then boom.
What was that?
What do
How do you
call it?
go?
That big thing, steam shovel or something. They dropped all the dirt and stones up and you sit in the truck and it goes like that, And then, oh my gosh, until it's all loaded up. So then, by the time he's loaded, I'm like, but then we go and then he's got to dump it and he gets so close to some edge or something. But then he dumps it and he pulls forward a little bit and then quick slams on the brakes and so that back thing on the truck would slam and knock out any other dirt
Okay.
and stuff.
It'd make me
And,
sick.
The
Yeah.
tailgate.
But I loved watching him when he's driving and we went to eat lunch and stuff. That was nice.
See?
Mm-hmm.
Ask her about shopping with her mother. What was the first thing you did?
We always
We
went to eat.
always did.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why she did it with us,
Yeah,
and
that's
that's
where
why
I
I
get
did
to
it with you guys.
have it from. We go to Gimbel's. Now it's closed.
Yeah.
Took that down.
What did Grandpa Hotz do for a living?
He worked at the post office.
That's
and
okay.
then in later years, he bought that tavern, lost that, then helped that guy trying to bring that Prince Wilhelm up. He went through something really weird. He loved to cook, and the owner said, "Do you know how to cook at all?" And he goes, "Sure, I love to cook."
Spaghetti.
He said, "Would you mind going out on the
Spaghetti.
barge?" They were bringing the ship up, so they had divers that were going down. He said, "And make lunch for the divers on that." So he went out in the middle of Lake Michigan and cooked for all the divers and so on. Yeah. Other guys that were on that. Yeah. And the guy bought a 100-foot yacht, and he said, "Grandpa Hotz, you know how to do any remodeling?" He remodeled and fixed the kitchen and everything on the yacht. Then the guy said, "I sold it. I want you and the captain, they're going to take it down to Florida." So they went down Lake Michigan to the Illinois River,
Wow.
over to the Mississippi River, all the way down and around Florida, and delivered the boat, and then he flew home. And he was in his 60s then, what
What a
neat
journey.
what a neat little thing to do at 60.
But all I
Yeah.
remember
Yeah.
with Grandpa Hotz when he used to fix something, he would always have leftover parts from it. Remember that?
And he always took my tools. Remember in Milwaukee, I took a black marker. I had this pegboard, and I outlined everything. And I'd go up and say, "What did you do with that clamp?" "I don't have your damn clamp."
It's missing.
And you know what's strange? Why I bring up clamp? When he died, he lived upstairs, and we cleaned everything out. And in his closet, when we emptied, he had a pile of clothes. Underneath there was a shoe with my clamp on it, and he glued the sole and put that clamp on it, and it was sitting under that, and that clamp was missing. And I knew where everything was. But
I knew he had
"That's
it.
the damn clamp."
I knew he had it.
Holding
It
the sole
was
on his shoe.
And when I found it, I looked up and said, "I found it, Pop. Don't worry about it."
Aww. I
Isn't
found
that
it.
weird? It was probably in there a year or two. Who knows? I don't,
Yeah.
But he never had. "I don't have your damn clamp."
What was Grandpa when he passed? 76?
75. My mother was 76. When my mother died, nobody was with her. She was all alone.
Why?
My mother was.
Was
My
it
mother
a
was in the
natural
nursing
passing?
home for probably up to 30 years. At one point, she fell asleep smoking and burnt
bad.
a whole bunch of, I don't remember how much, 50% or whatever, of her body.
Then she's
She was in the hospital really sick.
You couldn't get along with her, his mother. She was
No, she
she was
always
really
complained.
since her divorce from her husband. Then she was complaining all the time. That's all she ever did was just complain and complain. I used and talk, and 4 kids, 5 dead, and I had to do ironing and stuff when everybody was little, and so I'd be ironing them clothes and stuff. And then she called me and said, "Oh my God, I can't keep talking," or and stuff. Because anyway, but I'd set the phone down and I'd go do something, iron something, and then pick it back. I said, "Really? That's right." She'd still be talking. She'd still be talking. I couldn't believe that she talked that much. But I could set the phone down and go do something. It used to take me 10 minutes. You guys are lucky that you had all the ironing. Dad used to wear pants and khakis. Took me 10 minutes for each pair of pants.
Oh, get out of here.
No way.
Poor kid.
She would iron every hanky.
Yeah, hankies also.
Everything,
You don't have
everything got ironed.
No.
All
with
the
a wash.
t-shirts.
Why would you go like that? It's
Yeah.
all clean, you know.
T-shirts, shorts, everything got washed.
No, I didn't iron shorts and stuff. Those I put on my head.
I've seen how she was
No,
something
back
else.
then you ironed. You just ironed, but 10 minutes for.
Why do I remember just now? Stuff
You know
that
what
would
you
iron
did
would
with-
be in the refrigerator.
I was just gonna say, you
Stuff
remember
you would
that?
Oh, the clothes.
Iron would be in a refrigerator.
Not to iron the
You'd
clothes.
kind of sprinkle
Yeah.
them and fold them up, roll them up, put
Yeah,
them in.
because when they're real cold and damp,
Yeah.
Why?
they get all
Because they
damp
wouldn't
all
be all
over.
wrinkled,
You know,
then you
even
could
like
take 'em
they
out.
just all damp, and it's real easy to iron them. Then it just yeah.
Yeah.
Now that I
That's
just
too
can see
funny.
that. I
Clothes
remember
in the freezer?
Clothes in the refrigerator rolled up.
Yeah, and rolled up to the
remember
put in the
that
plastic
just now.
bag, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, then you would when you iron them, with
Wow.
a dry iron, and then
Wonder
they
how
iron
old I
everything.
was.
So
when I
what was a
remember that.
typical day then when you had all the 4 kids? Grandpa would go to work. What was a typical day like with 4
Well,
kids when you guys
typical
would
day?
wake up? What was a
Well,
day
I suppose
like?
before they went to school, I mean, they
First
just
we'd have
watching them.
sex. And
Oh, okay.
No,
she was a hard worker always.
yeah, I don't believe how. Yeah, now when I
Everything
think
you had
about
to do
it.
by hand.
She would never have people over.
No?
No, wouldn't turn TV on. Just
What?
worked all day.
Oh well, I tell you, God, I couldn't
Did
never
she
watched soaps. I couldn't
Okay.
tell you what one soap was about. Grandma did. My mom, she liked watching the
She
soaps,
did.
but I never watched it because I wasn't really interested in it. But I didn't have the time to sit down
Yeah.
and just do it. You know.
So by
You'd
the
wash
time you
clothes.
were what? How old? And you had 4 kids already.
I was 29.
Oh my gosh.
29,
That's my
I had 4
age.
kids.
John was born
Yeah,
in
yeah,
'69.
how old are you?
She was
30.
29
Yeah,
years
Now
old.
she
Yeah,
had
four
4 kids. Oh, goodness.
29 once she had 4.
But I had washed, you wash your clothes. I mean, and then you had, what do we have? A ringer washer or something?
Yeah, we didn't have a dryer for years.
Oh, yeah.
Just to
Vicky
hang
was,
everything.
when Vicky
We had to
was
wash
born,
everything.
You
and
hung
hang it
them
up.
in the basement.
yeah.
Yeah, you never.
I made a thing in the
now.
basement so you could pull it down and we had all wine.
Oh, that's cool.
And I kept telling her, let's get a dryer. Nope, I don't want a dryer.
It just seemed like it was a waste
So
of money.
when she was in the
remember this as
hospital
we-
with
as
Vicky,
we're
I
talking.
went and bought a dryer.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. She, oh, you could have used that. Well, I'll use it. And of course,
She used
she
it.
Yeah.
used
Oh,
it.
heck yeah.
She
That
loved
was
it.
just sort of like a waste because I'm so
She-
used to
yeah, she
just
knew what
hanging
to do.
everything,
All through
It's
the
just what
winter,
you do.
summer.
But you've always been like that.
I
Very
never
handy.
gave up.
Very handy.
Yeah,
Being
you
able
never-
to fix
you can do
things
anything
and
if-
projects.
He could do
and-
anything. He could fix stuff, build
Oh.
stuff. Yeah.
And did you ever see the picture when we lived in North Prairie? She made a clothes shoot.
Oh, I wanted a
She
clothes
did- I got that
so you could
picture
dry
somewhere.
them.
I remember that.
You
The
kids
clothes,
should see
Somebody
that
hit their
picture.
head on it. I think your dad did.
No, it was just
Right.
a basket she did.
Yeah, I
It
just
just,
said that.
what is
No.
that? It's a clothes shoot with a.
Oh yeah, I just put yeah.
No, when you built that wood thing hanging all
Yeah.
around. I think your dad's the one who hit his head on.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
because you're not used
goodness.
to having a wood thing like that in the basement.
Yeah.
Right in the middle. But
Yeah.
should have put flags on it or something. I don't know, but yeah, I wanted a clothes shoot, and so he didn't build one. So I thought, well, I'll just put a basket down on the floor, and then I put stuff around clothes, like a sheets or something.
There you
all
go.
around,
Just fall
stuff so the
into
clothes
that.
would fall
There you
down.
go.
It looked a little.
Crafty in your own
It
way.
looked Polish, but
It worked.
I took a
Yeah.
picture of it.
I
You
took
had
a
to see
picture
it
of it.
the
Yeah.
morning.
yeah,
It worked.
yeah.
All the clothes
yeah.
went down there. They weren't in
Yeah.
our rooms.
Yeah. Yeah, we had fun and stuff. When you kids were little, I used to love that.
Did you guys go on a lot of vacations? Did you
You
guys go
know-
on vacations
No.
anywhere?
Oh,
Not
you
a
got
lot,
good.
no.
We
Camping.
We camping.
Camping?
Did a lot of
Camping, we did that for about
yeah.
10 years, I think.
She didn't like camping most of the time.
Well, I like
Till we
camping,
quit, and she liked it. She wanted to do
It
it.
was probably a lot of work for you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's
Well-
out. As soon as he gets there, he'd set up the camper, then he's gone.
So
He's
grandma
getting
making the
it.
beds
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
getting
to
up
get the
making
kids'
breakfast.
clothes ready.
Yeah, but now, you know, she
Food,
al-
I'd still cook up there.
Yeah.
she would
We're doing
always
dishes.
cook a full meal when you got there. Right?
Yeah.
And I kept telling her, you do not have to do that. Just make some, nope.
She
Make
insisted.
So
sandwiches for
she
supper.
goes, that's what I'm saying. So she
I don't
couldn't
know,
enjoy
maybe
herself.
Spaghetti.
She always had to be prim and proper. And she
Well,
had
not
so
all the
much,
kids eat
she had so much stuff in her camper.
I was on 20 when we started.
What are you doing?
Whenever somebody came around, if they needed something, they came over and
Say,
said,
oh
Joe,
yeah, ask
for
Judy.
instance, have you got a vacuum cleaner in there? Yep.
Yep.
In
A
our
vacuum
camper.
cleaner. And you're camping.
She had everything.
Judy came and asked me, "Do you have an extra pillowcase?" I said, "Yeah, I do."
She had everything.
I don't know why I had an extra pillowcase, but
We had
Yeah, we
clothes for winter, summer in there.
well, I was prepared like
Winter
you. I
and
was
summer.
prepared. You know, not that I took a ton of stuff, but it just, I was prepared, man.
Yeah. And
So
when we got home from camping, she'd take all that stuff out, wash it, put it all
Yeah.
back in, the sheets, the clothes.
Be a
And
chore.
then when we wanted to go, all we had to do was get our food, stick
Yeah.
it in there and leave.
True.
You know.
Yeah.
Ready to go.
You remember when your kids are small at home and you build in the kitchen? I mean, I like the house clean, but you guys would pull out all the chairs and you go get blankets and make forts and stuff all over the
Every
kitchen.
kid loves that.
I don't remember as much in the kitchen.
I thought you did in the kitchen.
Yeah.
What would you make? Oh, in the front, what would you do?
Yeah,
Over
I'm
chairs?
thinking in the living
What?
room.
Yeah, because I remember Vicky all the time with doing stuff.
I remember you would tell us you had food fights in the kitchen. Grandma would come in. You guys better have this cleaned up.
Well,
Be noodles on the ceiling.
she was
Me and Vicky Davis.
She was a monster kid. We didn't even know it. We found out later
I was a secret
how she would
monster.
take stuff back to the
secret
store and get money.
Yeah, she told you.
Syrup was the best one.
Sarah.
We got the most for that.
And here I'm budgeting money. He'd give me $25 for the
Oh,
week,
okay.
for a week, and then that was it. You could get 2 bags of groceries.
And Grandma would
she'd
be like,
take it.
gosh, I know I bought a syrup. What in the world would it be?
I know I bought it.
But
Vicky
never
Davis
gave
and
it
I
a
eating
thought ever.
Doritos.
Oh,
Yeah, you know when we grew up,
did you
now,
get nervous when I asked about it?
No.
you know, with the 9 in our family, we were really poor. We didn't have money, and I would take my childhood all over again in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
My sister talked to her about that. She said my younger sister, we lived with my
Judy?
dad. Right?
Yeah.
She said I cried all through them years. I go, where the hell was I? I said, didn't I
Good
never
question.
seen that?
Yeah.
You don't remember
I mean,
anything
no.
doing with his mom.
I was
Nothing.
always out. I got stopped, but when I met Aunt Joan, I got stopped by a cop on the other side of town. I never went over. I dropped her off. It was right by the zoo. It was called Washington Park. I dropped her off, and I would ride around while she went to her piano lessons. And I came up to a corner, turned right, and the cop stopped me. He said, "You went through a stop sign." I never went through no stop sign. What are you talking about? You can't even see it. The building's right up in the corner. Let me see your license. I give him my license. He looks at me. You're that gang leader from 31st Street. And we always had 10, 15 guys on the
You're the
corner.
gang leader.
My dad used to always come out. What the hell are all these damn kids doing? Why don't you go home? Would you kids have a home? And they'd all just look at him and nobody moved.
Going about their business.
I mean,
Yeah,
he
they all
was
hung
a-
around your house. I
Yeah.
don't know, why they hung around with your
And we
house.
always had a group of guys, always.
Is there so much time on there or something?
We used to play tag, and we would divide up the group. Half of them hide anywhere on the block. We were on, and I'm not lying to you, house roofs, garage roofs, under porches.
How would you find them?
Yeah.
Under porches.
There was one neighbor where he had all these like heavy flowers all along the sidewalk, and I'd go down, and these guys would see me. I'd go running, and I'd just go like I'd fall down in there, and these would all open up and cover me. These guys would all go running by.
All the flowers.
Just fall in the. It was like these heavy green plants.
The
I just
ultimate game
fall.
of tag or hide. Yeah, right? Till the house owner wakes up in the morning, they're like, hey, what happened to my flowers? They're
All right.
flat.
Okay. So now let's wind down because we're like 15 minutes into it.
So,
Now you
Yeah,
have four
again,
kids.
I met a guy that knew.
Okay. No, we
Real
won't.
quick, I met a guy that knew Grandma's dad, and he said the richest guy he ever met in his life, right through the Depression, her dad never had less than $100 in his wallet, which would have been 10,000.
10,000.
wow.
My grandmother must have gave money
Yeah,
for
so he had
whatever.
money.
And that she said he didn't work much. I don't know. He didn't work long. So it's very like 2 years or a year or something. If that long, I don't know. I know he drove a truck for 10 years because he met a guy that a friend of his, and he really liked him a lot. So 10 years he worked there, and that was that. But my grandma gave money all the time, I think. and support her.
When I met her first time playing cards, it goes like this: 17 $1,000 bills, which would be
$1,000
would be like
$17,000.
170 grand today.
They don't make
She gave
$1,000
him.
They did that.
They did. They yes.
His mother gave him that to go buy a new dump truck, and he goes, pick a car. Holy cow! Never saw a bill like that before or
Yeah.
since.
I never saw one.
$71,000 bills.
Well, when you
Oh,
guys bought
I'm
your
gonna
first
marry
house,
into
your
this.
grandma.
This
When
was
you
a
bought your
keeper.
first house, your grandmother gave you the cash to go buy
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, we went,
$11,000.
It was.
No, it was 13,500.
No, I don't-
Wow.
13,500.
For your first house.
First house, 13,500.
Wow.
Can't even get a car for that now.
Right. That's what I was
My
thinking.
first year's interest for the year was $300.
Where? What
On
was
the
that?
house?
The end of the year, she would say, "Give me that much interest,
No way.
$300."
Was that a lot?
And when the
That's 1
first
month.
house we bought, we were paying her $125 a month. There was a tenant upstairs paying us $75. First house I ever bought, I was paying $50 a month for.
Wow. That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
That's the
Oh,
way
yeah.
to do
Well,
it.
that's where my grandma made money because she also rented her rooms out. Every room she'd rent out. You know.
I remember that.
Yeah.
She had a creepy old man upstairs.
She
Because
had a killer
on,
in one house.
She what?
on 27th and when she lived on 27th
On
Street, Layton Boulevard.
On Layton?
I remember as a kid, it was so creepy because she had stairs that went up to an attic,
Yeah.
and some old creepy man would just stand at the top of the stairs and just watch us.
Ew.
Really?
It just was creepy to me. And then she had this creepy life-size doll in the front of the front, out on the front, like living room. Not her. She had a living room where she sat in the middle of the house, but then when you opened some doors, there was another room back there, like
Sitting room.
at the
They
front
have
of the
sitting
house.
rooms. That creepy doll was one of those big dolls like this. Or something.
Yes.
She had on a Pewaukee Lake sitting on a chair, and that was always so dark there.
Oh, it was creepy.
In that house, that would give me the creeps as a kid to see
Yeah,
that. Where the
it
hell
was
she ever
just a
got them? I
tall,
don't know.
life-size doll. I think the legs were like, it wasn't a soft-legged doll. It was
No,
hard
it was a big doll. It was
Yeah.
a big doll.
Yeah, and
was
the eyes
a
would
nature.
move, and it was creepy
Yeah,
as
that's
all heck.
crazy. Wow.
Her brother was a lawyer. He did the closing, cost us $25.
Wow.
And she got mad at him because he charged us.
$25.
She should talk, right?
Yeah, what?
She was a fascinating woman to talk to.
Yeah, I'd like to talk to her.
Wow. I would always say, "I'll go make a house payment."
Okay.
Yeah, because I love her.
you
Just
should
sit
listen
and
to her
talk.
talk.
She had.
I
She
wish you
used
would
to
ask my
smoke
grand-
away.
She what?
Smoke away.
She always had.
She had sugar
A
hanging
cigarette
around
hanging
like
out?
this.
She'd be smoking away. She was very large, I remember, because she just had a sheet hanging over her a lot of
Yeah.
times.
Oh,
Huh?
yeah.
Do you ever
Yeah.
watch
She weighed
her
over
walk?
300 pounds.
She
She
walked
waddled.
with that waddle. Yeah.
Yeah.
She
And then
couldn't
Chris
walk.
and I once went and we would clean for her. So we would, on Saturdays, go walk up there to go clean. And then I remember she had 2 piles of money. And she says, I have 2 piles of money, one for you kids and one for, she had a maid too. She had us clean and a maid. Weird. So, of course, Chris and I being kids, we're going to take the biggest pile. And then before we even got home, you said, hey, great-grandma said that you guys took the wrong pile of money. We had already stopped at Ben Franklin's.
It was gone.
She said, your money's over there.
Yeah, yeah,
so Chris
right,
and I,
yeah.
which one? Take that one.
Take the big
Yeah,
one.
Yeah,
Take the
you
big
know,
one.
yeah.
when Joey came home one day as a young kid with $1,000, Grandma gave him for his
Yeah.
birthday.
She just gave him $1,000.
Wow.
$1,000.
Wow.
Now my mom, they didn't let him have it. They didn't let him keep
Well, you
it,
just
which
think
is sort
of
of
it.
sad, I think. But
It is.
she asked a priest, my mom, because she felt guilty
Yeah,
of
she
taking
should
the
have.
money, the kid's money, and he said, "No, that's your money too. That's your money or something." Well, however
Just
he put it.
imagine, that's
So
what,
then they,
10,
that's what he put a
15
down
grand.
payment on a truck or something. Yeah, Joey did. He had to feel bad about that.
I bet.
That's a,
Yeah.
Her dad, when he bought the Chevy, he just went in and said, "How much you want for that Chevy? I'll take it." No arguing with the guy, nothing. Just take it.
Ready.
You know, how you gonna pay? I'll pay cash. Everything they did in that family was cash.
Yeah.
You know, or a check, personal check.
Yeah, you don't owe any bills, don't charge stuff, you know. And
Buy nothing
Goodwill,
you
if you want
can't
something, you
pay.
get stuff from the Goodwill, you know. Well, it's good clothes, I guess. I don't know.
okay, so we got to wind this down now.
That's good.
Okay, so now you've got 4 kids, as far as we got. So
Yeah.
now,
4 kids, 10 11
11
grandchildren, 10,
grandchildren.
11, I can't even remember. and 8 great-grandchildren.
8 great-grandkids.
8 great-grandchildren, yeah.
And how long have you guys been married?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
It's been an exciting 2 weeks.
It'll be
It's been eventful.
it'll be 60 years this April.
So what's the secret?
Oh wow!
60 years.
Are you
It
ready
just
for it's
seems
a
like
tough
it's-
one?
What's the secret?
Don't get divorced.
That's
It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
There's no answer to
Wow,
any
it just doesn't-
relationship.
60 years.
And it doesn't seem that long we did your 50th.
Yeah.
I know.
I
10
got
years
I
ago.
got a clock
50
in there
years.
on that counter that you gave us.
Yep, for the 50th, the gold one.
That was
Yeah.
last weekend.
What year did
Last
it?
week.
60?
Yeah.
Wow,
It's only been
it
2
will be.
weeks.
It'll be 60 years in April.
April.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's a long time. I see people picture in a journal, in Sentinel, they put it in there. 60 years. I say, wow, yeah, that's a long. I don't know what is It's just what do we say? Longevity. How
keeps
you
you
stay married so
together?
long?
Huh?
That's,
What keeps
You
you
just
loving
gotta
each
have the
other?
goods gotta outweigh the bad.
yeah,
What
yeah.
else
Good
can
things
you-
gotta outweigh the
And you just
bad.
gotta hang in
You gotta have a
there.
good sense of humor.
You can't keep running
Yeah.
to somebody else.
So well, what's Grandma? What's Grandpa's best characteristic or best personality? What do you love the most about him? And Grandpa, same to you. What do you love the personality wise?
Oh, personality.
What's his best characteristic quality?
Now you get me out the subject. You make me feel so sassy.
Well, we all know her real answer.
Woo, what is that?
And she was a cheap date.
She was a cheap date.
What do you mean by that?
You didn't spend his money.
She'd give it to Renee.
I got your name. No, we go to concession stand and she'd buy popcorn and soda for us.
Okay, now what is your favorite thing about Dad
That's
for 60
personality,
years?
is it?
Yep. What's
His
the
sense of
best
humor.
quality?
His sense of humor.
Yeah.
I think his sense of humor because he'd come up with the funniest things sometimes and stuff.
And now what about you, Dad?
You know, your mother's been a loving individual all through the years. Hardworking, loving wife. Yeah. Very, very possessive.
No,
You know what I mean?
That's my
like the cologne?
Yeah,
It's
hey,
like,
that's a
I
what?
said to her, the card we got for Butler House, did you look at that? That's for Dad. So if you play your cards right, I might take you.
I might take you on a
That
date.
reminds me of a time I was sitting in the show. I don't know if you go to a show much, but they got the seat where you can put the arm up or down.
Yeah, so you can
Well,
sit
one had the arm
closer.
up on it. Yeah, so the two could sit in there. So I went in first and sat down, and Dad sat down. Then another
And it's a
woman came
double
in.
chair to one on.
And she, yeah,
All
and
right.
she sat down next to Dad. And I just rejoined, excuse me, he's with me. She got up and left. She was so embarrassed.
Excuse me, he's with
They
me.
had that for couples. You could pick the armrest up so that armrest for two people could sit there, right?
I said,
Well,
"There's
she
no way
sat
now
in this
somebody can
chair,
sit next to
and
him."
I sat here, and there's
He probably
nothing.
said, "What
Yeah,
if
there's
you
nothing there."
You can't sit there.
Grandma right away, excuse me.
Excuse me. He said,
And I said, you didn't hear me complain.
Too cute.
That was funny.
Okay, say
Well, wait a
goodbye.
minute, ended with
Well-
one more thing about Grandma. We were at a restaurant once. It was raining out, so I said, I'll go get the car. Well, she saw the car out there, went and jumped in it, and it was a black couple.
No, that was a movie. Did you go to the movies with John and Christy?
No.
No, it was a restaurant. Whatever, it was with John and
It was
Christy.
a restaurant out here
was more than once?
Ruby Island.
Yeah, got out.
And it was dark out, and all she saw were the white eyes. And she went, "Whoa!"
What did they do?
She didn't say nothing. I said, "Whoa, I'm in the wrong car."
Just let you get in.
Did I never told you that?
Imagine what she
dark
must have
and rainy. I
thought.
couldn't see anything. It was the same
Oh my
color car.
goodness.
See, that's a good way to end.
That's a good way to end.
Yeah, I done many stupid things.
Aw.
Well, goodbye, everybody.
Merry
She- I
I love you
Christmas.
all. Just remember, I loved
She
every
did.
one of you forever and ever.
Vicky once locked the kitchen door and she couldn't get back in. She called fire department. She run next door and called the fire department. She come back, the door's open, right? Now look at the phone's right there, okay? She runs back next door to call the fire department, tell them not to come. And
The phone's right there. She's in the house.
She said, no. She runs back next door. Call the fire.
Oh my goodness.
She
I
was
know,
fun.
She was fun.
Yeah,
She
now
was
when
a
I think
trip.
about it,
Yeah.
it's funny.
Good memories.
Jeez. Yeah,
Good
hey, when you
memories.
think about all
Let's
that
go on the
stuff.
camera and say hi to everybody. Hi guys.
Hi,
Merry
guys.
Christmas.
Everybody's here. Come on,
This is
Sandy.
my
Come on,
lovely-
Sarah. You say hi, too.
This is my granddaughter's.
Sandy.
And that's a wrap.
It's part of
that's
our
a wrap.
part of our grandkids.
Merry Christmas
you.
2020.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Now the Actors Guild says I get
Well, we should have said
$200 an
producers
hour.
Producers, director,
and
Yeah, boy.
what was
writer.
How's it work now on your camera?
And cut.